Okay, and now in this last video, I want to speak about how you're going to submit your project and about assessment. I know it's a lot of information. This is why I decided to provide all of this in four different videos. Okay, so about submissions. Okay, there are two ways in which you're going to submit. Here in BandLab, okay, once that you have advanced with your project. You don't have to do it all at once, but as you go through your project, always remember to click here on save. Okay, you can name it. You just click over here where it says new project. You scroll over there and you can change the name. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it Ode to Joy, which is the name of the piece of music that you guys are recording by Ludwig van Beethoven. And you click on save, and your project is automatically saved. So when you open again BandLab, you can continue wherever you left off. Okay. Now there are two ways in which you can. There are two ways in which you can share this with me. I am going to be assessing directly in your BandLab, okay, in your BandLab profile. You're not going to submit this as audio in Google Classroom. That is not how I want it. I want to see it here. I want to see how you worked in BandLab. So you're gonna go here in the top right corner where you see this icon of adding people. Okay, you're gonna click there and you're gonna add me as a collaborator. Okay, you're going to add Hector Moy here in the username or email, or alternately you can add my email directly so it goes directly to my email. I do have like three or more other profiles in BandLab that are personal profiles. So you better use my email account, which I'm going to type here right now. It is 2st119, okay, at qad.qfschools.qa. Okay, this is my email account. This is what you're going to share, who you're going to share it with. Okay, with 2st119 at qad.qfschools.qa. All right, so let me repeat that procedure one more time. Once that you have finished your project, or if you want feedback from my part before you finish, so you can see where you're going right and where you're going wrong, you can share it with me. Here in the top right, where you see this icon of adding people, you're just going to click there, and here you're going to add my email, which you can see here, 2st119 at qad.qfschools.qa. Okay, you share it with me, and that way, as a collaborator, I accept the invite, I can open it, and I can see directly here on your workstation how you are advancing, how you are working. That from one part, that is about submission. Now, about the rubrics, about how this is going to be assessed, you have here the rubrics, okay, which I tried to explain during our last class, but due to circumstances, it was really hard to explain how is it going to be, okay? I'm going to go to the two extremes, okay? Outstanding and unacceptable or poor. Outstanding is, by definition, detailed and substantial exploration or evaluation of process, task with well-chosen, annotated supporting evidence. This means, in the context of this particular project, that all of the instruments provided are recorded with rhythmic accuracy. That means that all quarter notes are played right on the beat, not before, not after the beat, and they last exactly for only one beat, and that all half notes are played on a specific beat and they do last for two beats. Okay, that is rhythmic accuracy. And all notes correct. That means that if you are supposed to play a C, you play a C. If you're supposed to play a D, play a D. If you're supposed to play an E, play an E. All of the notes correct with no mistakes. At least three other orchestral instruments not provided were added. Remember what I asked you to do in step number 3, that you are supposed to add 3 more instruments for the ones that are not included in the music sheet. In this case, it says at least. Okay, you can add 3 or you can add even more with perfect rhythm, accuracy, and correct notes one more time. And software tools are used with confidence. That means that you have no problems setting up the metronome, that you have no problems adding tracks, that you have no problems recording, and that your project looks similar to this, that you have all of your instruments stacked one on top of the other, very well organized, that you see here that the rhythm is exactly the same, if not very, very similar between all of the instruments. That here you have all of the instruments in order, that here on the top you have the flute, just like you have it here. The one that goes right below it is the oboe, just like you have it here. And the one that comes in third place from top to bottom is the clarinet, just like you have it here. And then after that, you have the French horn, and so forth and so on. That you have it all well organized. That is using all of your software tools correctly. Okay, that is what is going to grant you an 8 for outstanding. Now, the less that you comply with that, the lesser that is going to be your grade. Okay, for example, number 5, which is good, will be all of the instruments provided recorded with rhythmic accuracy and all notes correct. Software tools used with confidence. For example, if you just record only these instruments, when you don't add any more, and everything is with rhythmic accuracy and with notes accuracy, all well recorded, and all the software tools look like this, like I said, very organized, then you will have a 5. Okay, and from that point on, everything in between is up to you to figure it out. You can read it from there. You have all of the indications there. Okay, the more that you drift away from playing accurately, playing the notes accurately, and having your project look a little bit more messy than what I just showed, then the lower that is going to be your grade. The better that you are at keeping yourself organized, at playing the rhythms at the appropriate time along with the metronome, and that you play the correct notes all of the time, and you add the 3 instruments that are lacking or more, then the higher your grade until you get to an 8 outstanding. Okay, I hope this was instructive.